This figure has been a long time coming, and he's not going to let anyone take it away. Legacy Evolution Needlenose. Today on Guerrilla Reviews. So, after 3 failed fan votes, Hasbro decided to just put out Needlenose on his own. And it is a very nice figure indeed. We'll get to the transformation here in a little bit here, but we do have to wonder if this was the intended transformation to begin with, if this was intended size, or if something different had been planned previously. It does make you wonder a little bit, doesn't it? Now, Needlenose, being a Targetmaster, does indeed come with his little friends. Amazingly. Here we have Sunbeam. And yes, I have the instructions, so I can't actually tell you what it is. And yes, it is a little man who turns into a gun who is equipped with a gun. So, there's that. And we have Zigzag. That's about all they do. So you kind of have to take what you can get there, but at least we got the Targetmasters at all. And they're at least decent. For what it's worth. If that excites you. As for what Zigzag and Sunbeam can do on their own, well, you fold out this part right here, and there's 1 gun. There is 2 guns. And 2 guns can indeed become 1 bigger gun. And if it really excites you, and if you are so inclined, what you can do with these 2 in this mode, in the jet mode, is you can, well, kind of break the transformation a little bit, but lift up the back of the jet, fold out what will be the feet. You connect Zigzag here via these 2 ports down there. And fold that part down, and you have this. Yeah, this is conceptually a little problematic, but it is something you can do if that excites you. One more thing you can do with both of these that is a little bit more orthodox is that there are pegs under the wings where you can also store these 2. Which most people are going to do because it makes a touch more sense than whatever that was. But hey, at least there is storage for the figures and the accessories, which is always a plus. Since we're on pegs and ports, we'll take off Sunbeam here. Just show them off. Yes, we do have 1 peg under each wing. Let's see here now. 1 port for the thruster, for the main thruster anyway, so you can have blast effects out of it if you are so inclined. And we do have 2 ports on what will be the legs. Yeah, there is definitely a yoga pose, which is a little funny, but it's still pretty nice. At least they did something with the transformation other than the usual stuff. And while it does give them the usual transformer underkibble for the jet mode, at least they're doing something different, which is always a plus. One thing I will mention is that there is an additional port underneath this tail fin here. So you have an additional port there. Because they will be making a Skyquake in the future to go, which you can detach Needlenose onto, because they will likely be remolding, or at least repainting, the Needlenose and Skyquake into the Euro G1 version. At least that's the speculation. And make this one of the Predators, one of the Euro Generation 1 jets. So that'll be additional interactivity, which is always a plus. Anyway, moving on to transformation proper, we will fold up the wings, fold back up, which fold up and fold down the nose cone like so. Fold up this part of the jet. Yes, it's on this little hinge there. Very nice, very impressive. Then we will separate out the legs, twist, and bring down the foot. Now, get that on camera here. Bring down. You do have to unpeg it from this side panel right here. Pull down the foot. There we go. Halfway done. Now we come to the front. Unfold this part. So yeah, it is a little unorthodox, which is nice. fold out from the shoulders. Bring the head around. Fold this part back in. Fold the backpack down. There is a little part for this hinge to go. Very nice. Okay, actually bring that up. Fold these down. Then you can bring all this together, making the shoulders far more cohesive. Very nice. Unpeg and bring around the arms. There we go. Needlenose, robot mode. And yes, we do see a touch of yellow amongst the dark blue, gray, and purple, which is very nice. Touch red for the eyes. Yes, it does seem to have this sort of knightly helm on the forehead there. That was always a thing, so it's nice that they were able to do it properly. And let's see now, pegs and ports. Let's see now the two wings, like usual. Upper arm and lower arm, along with the hands, and the same two ports for the legs. But additionally, we also have ports in the feet, so you can have blast effects there. Because he is indeed a flying Decepticon, so that's always going to be neat. Bringing back in the Targetmasters here, we can either have them in either hand, like so. Like so. There we go with that. Or you can have the big gun thing like that, which makes a touch more sense. It's still two guys pegged together to form one gun, and it's still kind of a little odd. But hey, you can do it. And as you probably saw earlier, yes, if it has the same port size, peg size, you can add other accessories as well. So, any other Targetmaster? Siege Shockwave. A little big, but he can indeed do it. Or any other gun that you have lying around that has the same port or peg, you can put it in his hand. Yay. Moving on to articulation, which was a significant sticking point for a point blank, we have a ball jointed head, so you can get a fair amount of range there. Universal joint for the shoulder, bicep swivel, double joint for the elbow, and wrist rotation, which is kind of important when you're a gunslinger, apparently. I wouldn't know, but whatever. Okay, hips are a little bit of... Okay, there we go. You can move the hips a little bit. It's a little bit hindered because of the backpack, but that's to be expected. Universal joint for the hips, thigh swivel, very impressive knee bend there, and tilt and forward for the foot. So there is a significant greater suite of articulation here, which you can take advantage of, which a lot of people are appreciating. Now, getting a hold of one yourself is proving to be a bit tricky. Distribution seems to be a bit of a bear, more than usual. So finding one person can prove tricky. Fortunately, they are readily available online, at the time of this review anyway. So that's at least an option, provided you're willing to pitch in for the shipping. Or, depending on which site you go to, make certain it's over a certain amount so that you get the shipping for free. But this is definitely a figure worth the time and effort and money to track down. I would definitely recommend this figure. Now, granted, I don't have any history with this character, but it's still an excellent figure, right? No matter how you look at it. Anyway, I am the Deceptiwolf. This has been Legacy Evolution Needlenose. I gotta mind you all. Free your mind, free your toys.